My small story is this one. Yeah, you can see over here we are right outside Farinella Bakery, 90 Wall Street, off Broadway, right off Broadway. We are downtown Manhattan. This is an Italian bakery, and definitely I come right from Italy.
Where are you from? Where part of Italy are you from?
I'm from Naples, actually, Naples. It's one of the best cities in Italy. It's maybe, actually for sure, the most craziest one. The one with more vitality, creativity, energy, music, culture, and madness. You know,
what made you decide to open up down here?
Well, it's not that I really decided to open up. Like, we should little bit go back and really see who am I?
Okay.
Who am I? KRS-One used to say. Well, like KRS, I'm an MC too.
Oh, really?
You know, yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm actually one of the first Italian writer, graffiti artist, and I've been start painting walls and train back in the days at the end of the 80s, very end of the 80s, then beginning of the 90s. That's when the hip hop in Italy grew up. Okay. We were foundation of Italian hip hop movement, and around that time I started a group called La Famiglia.
Okay.
That's La Famiglia, basically in Italy is like Run DMC, let's say. Okay. With all the major respect to Run DMC. But we did a couple of albums that have been like always like classic in Italian hip hop discography. So starting from graffiti to hip hop to MCing, producing other artists, starting a label, starting doing music video clip, a lot of big.
It's an amazing story. I had no idea.
Yeah, like, so this is my short story. You know?
Yeah, really, it's amazing.
Small story.
It's amazing.
So like after all of these things, so many years in the entertainment, I also decide, because I like to express myself through different media, I decide when I moved to New York, not only to take care of my music and my arts, but also to tell people what really Italian food should be.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because like, Americans got a very wrong idea about Italian food, especially about Italian pizza.
What idea do Americans have? What's the idea?
Well, you know, like, let's come inside. I'll show you a little bit what we're talking about. So basically, you know, like American, when they think of pizza, they think it's something that must be round. If not, it's not a pizza, and must be like thick and greasy and with lots of cheese on top of it. Or I'm not sure if it's that cheese, maybe some white stuff on top of this round thing. Well, pizza is totally something different. Pizza is what you see over here. This is a 4-foot long pizza. This pizza is not round. This pizza is thin and crispy. Got extra virgin olive oil, organic tomato sauce, mozzarella from Italy, and all fresh vegetable from over here, from New York. Because
how'd you transition from being an artist to being a chef?
Well, this is also like art. You know, like it's the same thing. Like when you make a beat and you decide to pick up some sample.
Yeah.
So you go and dig into music. So you dig into your culture. You dig into your tradition. You dig into something that nobody really knows, because you want to bring something new. You want to show your skills. Also, not only to get good ingredient, good sample, but also to assemble them all together in a proper way. So that's what we do with food. It's the same thing. You pick up the best ingredient and you put them together, also following your tradition, your culture, everything you've been learning your whole life, and also been taught to you by your mother, your grandma, and ancestor. Of course, you know, like I come from like my city is 4,000 years old. You know, Naples has been founded by the Greek 4,000 years old. It's even ancient, more ancient than Rome. So you gotta understand, we got a big culture. We got a big culture, and especially we got a big love for the country. Okay, like imagine the region that surrounded my city, surrounded Naples is called Campania. The Latin back in the days, used to call it Campania Felix, happy Campania, because they say the soil was so fertile that whatever you throw inside was growing up very like, you know, with big abundance. And so like, this is the thing, we have the culture of growing tomato, look at the tomato, take the tomato out of the plant, smell the tomato, and the tomato smell like tomato, and taste the tomato, and the tomato has such a flavor, and it's so rich that it's so good that you don't need to put anything on it, not even oil, not even a little pinch of salt. Farinella, it's a name, I have to find a name for this job. You know, like, my partner wanted to call Polo's Pizza. I want to put my name that is related to my arts, like music, singing and stuff like that. I wanted to use the name next to the food. So I said, no, we should find a name that represents what we do, especially the prime ingredient that we use is the flour. In Italy, flour is called farina. So I wanted to do something with farina. Then in Napoli, we have a strong dialect word that is Farinello. Farinello is the nice guy, the one that is always like shining next to the girls, you know, because when I'm nice, Farinello, because you say he has the hands into the flour, you know, he makes the dough, So I wanted to go Farinello, but maybe Farinello was too complicated for like American speaking, especially like how you gonna spell. You know, American doesn't know really how to spell words, their own words. So like that's true. So like at this point I say, okay, let's make it simple. Let's not call it Farinello. Let's make it simple, Farinella. Because people is used to say mozzarella, mortadella, and Farinella.
What's been your experience like in New York? How long have you been here for? How long?
Well, at this point, I can say that I've been living in New York for 10 years, so I can say I'm a New Yorker now. I love this city. I think it's one of the most incredible places in this world. I've been traveling a lot. I come from a very incredible and energetic place. I grew up under a volcano, so we are right with the foot over the magma, you know, like there's some special energy in the soil. But when I come to New York, I totally recognize this energy in the street too. So when I'm walking the street of New York, I always feel like under my foot there is the same magma that there is under the volcano in my own city. Wednesday of the month, we host over here 2 Slices and a Mic. It's open mic, please come by. If you want to understand more about 2 Slices and a Mic, go on YouTube and Google it.
What is 2 Slices and a Mic?
2 Slices and a Mic is just that we bring over here a lot of young MCs, people that, you know, like wanna join everybody together in a big cipher. I wanna bring their lyrics, kids friendly. You know, we're very polite, we're like very conscious, we're very funny. Somebody that can be upset with something, but they always, you know, like speech polite. So like, don't forget, every first Wednesday of the month, Farinella Bakery, 90 Wall Street, 2 Slices and a Mic.
Cool, thank you, bro.
Well, the advice that I feel to give to people in general, especially when you're young and you want to do something with your life, is like follow your skills. Follow your skills. Always don't get trapped into something that doesn't represent your own life or what you would love to do in your life, even if sometimes it's very difficult. And if you need to do some sacrifice to follow your dream, like keep banging into the wall, because sooner or later you're gonna make a hole, you know, like, so this is the way I feel. This has been always my life, and I always think that our brain is our most powerful weapon. Like with this, without anything else, with no hands, no money, no possibility, we can totally revolution the whole world. So please use your mind, close your eyes, concentrate, use your brain, let it function as much as you can, and you're gonna find a lot of answer to all of your questions.
I fucking love it. Hey, so give me your email and how they can find you, your address.
So until now you've been talking to Alberto Cretara, aka Polo, aka Terribile Polo. And you can find me on YouTube. You can watch my video on YouTube /Alberto Polo Cretara, or you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, everything else, MySpace, Extra Polo, EXTRAPOLO. And my email over here at Farinella is alberto@farinellabakery.com. Stavo facendo una pizza quando tra sette una tizia con mamma e ci dice tu mamma che zizza tenete un mazzo che quella capetta non cazzo per nada, se pensava che era rap ma era solo cagagliate esse io contra ti distratto scippa con dalla prima chip pure pintare una botte bella buona così, un'altra parte MC, ci troviamo a fare una hit, l'elite, che hit, si è the hip hop, the hippie, una mamarona si mandava diventare ricca, si è the hip Giappone boogie mo, che siamo conosciuti, ce ne chiamo tutto quanto VIP. Now what you hear is not a test, man, must go, mai, si sono un po' master feste, you gonna feel alright.